Hey guys, so in the part 1 of this video, I talked all about Dawnbreaker's lore and her backstory. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the interactions and the Easter eggs that are related to Valora. This video is a continuation of the part 1 of this video, so you might want to check that video out before watching this video. Because some of the things that I talk about in this video are actually linked to some of the things that I talked in that video. But if you guys already watched that video, let's continue. Let's start with Valora's most notable interaction, which is her relationship with Mars. Yes guys, Valora is the Valkyrie hero from the Data League, and she is Mars's lover, who is mentioned in these voice lines.
Together again. This time will be different, I promise. Where does the time go, my dear? You've been away too long.
But sadly, Valora doesn't seem to remember Mars, and she says this.
Whoever you think I am, Mars, I'm not. I think much of the ancient times are lost to me, Mars. But I do remember toppling the continuum.
So what happened here? Well, I think this is because during her failed mission, she also lost her memories along with her light essence soul. But when Phoenix revived her later, she only gained back a fraction of her power and a fraction of her memory. The reason for this is because Phoenix is a relatively young golden one, so his sun ray, aka the golden breath of life, wasn't able to restore all of Valora's former strength and memories, because Phoenix is only an infant compared to the golden ones who created Valora. This is the reason why she doesn't remember Mars, but she still seems to have a connection with him.
Ares! My apologies. You look very much like someone I once knew. For some reason, I did not enjoy that as much as I thought I would.
And this voice line shows that she wants to remember her past.
I seek to remember.
The fact that she lost a portion of her memories would also explain why her programming doesn't work anymore. Because I think when the Golden Ones gave her the golden breath of life, they also inserted a programming which caused her to obey them without question. But since the soul that was created by the Golden Ones was destroyed by Io, and Phoenix gave her a new soul, her programming was gone for good. And now she has the freedom to act on her own without being influenced by the Golden Ones. And these voice lines from Valora makes reference to that fact.
In the ages following my creation, my nature was limited. I fought for the glory of the Golden Ones, naive to the lack of my own sense of self. My old masters tried to manipulate fate. It cost them. Your creator's purpose does not need to be your own visage. Don't take as long to learn that as I did. We're not so different, Racer. But I make my own choices now. You should try it sometime.
These last two voice lines towards Razor and Visage makes me think that both of them are serving a common master or a creator. But that's not all. She also says a similar thing to Morphling.
Your master was furious with your disappearance, Morphling. I hope you've been having fun. My masters almost agreed to send me looking for you once, Morphling. But more pressing issues arose. You were not supposed to be gone this long.
All these voice lines seem to indicate that these heroes have hidden masters that they serve. This is similar to the hidden masters that Spiritbreaker, Shadow Fiend, and Templar Assassin serve. And since Templar Assassin's hidden master Void Spirit made an appearance in the game a while ago, I think these other hidden masters might be future Dota 2 heroes that are hinted in these voice lines. Speaking of Void Spirit, Valora really respects Inai the Void Spirit.
You are much younger than Inai, I gather. I know your eldest brother, but I don't believe the two of us have had the pleasure. For how long Inai has been sentient, the rest of you seem fairly mature. You've grown old, Inai. Was that intentional? Your master is worthy of service. Are you worthy of serving him?
Valora also have some interesting voice lines towards these heroes and items. Listen to these voice lines.
I did not think to find one of your kind here, Watcher. Are there more of you to call on? I never thought to see one of your kind here, Weaver. Is it allowed? If we win this, I can definitely help you with your travel plans, Earthshaker. Were you never curious about your true parents? I may know a means to find them. All that remains of a wretched foe. I must say, it feels good to be able to see again. An annoying necessity, for now. I never used to need boots for this. Even I might fear this. One must respect Yule's creation, and even fear it.
This last voice lines towards Yule's scepter seem to indicate that Yule is a real entity in the Dota 2 universe, and not just based on the Dota developer named Yule. And since he is the creator of the Yule scepter, maybe he's some kind of wind wizard, possibly even the Zephyrus hero from the Data League. He could be the Zephyrus hero, but I guess we'll find out the truth in the future. And finally, let's talk about Dawnbreaker in general and some Easter eggs that she has for us. Let's start with her design and appearance. Appearance wise, she is basically a female Thor, and she has a hammer called Brightmaul, which acts a lot like Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. But unlike Thor, she has a solar theme instead of thunder. She makes a reference to this resemblance in this voice line.
A fine hammer, but no match for mine.
Like I said before, Dawnbreaker is the Valkyrie hero from the data leak, and probably because of that data leak, she has gone through at least 2 major reworks during her development, and probably because of the same reason, her weapon has changed from an expected sword to a hammer, and this voice line towards Sven seems to be hinting that fact.
Swords aren't really my thing, but yours isn't so bad.
Her release gives even more credit to that data leak, so now we can be 100% sure that the data leak is legit, because Hoodwink is the Squirrel hero and Dawnbreaker is the Valkyrie hero from the data leak. So we can expect heroes like the Vampire and the Primal Beast to be released later on in the future. Speaking of new heroes, I think I have 2 possible candidates for the new heroes upcoming next. The first hero is the Primal Beast. Valora's design is definitely inspired by Norse mythology, so I guess she was supposed to be released in the TI-10 along with the other 2 Norse themed heroes, who are Hoodwink aka Ratatoskr and the Primal Beast aka Fenrir. You might want to check out the videos I did on Hoodwink and Primal Beast to understand what I meant here. But anyways, since Hoodwink and Valora are both here, Fenrir the Primal Beast is probably gonna be released next. The second candidate is Aghanim. I say this because Aghanim related things have been popping up a lot in the recent months. From the event Aghanim's Labyrinth proving that he didn't die, and all the heroes in the game each getting a Scepter upgrade, and then we have the recent introduction of the Scepter Shard upgrades. I mean, they even featured a picture of him in the new player experience update, so I think this is definitely a hint that Aghanim the Apex Mage will be released soon. Speaking of new heroes, Valora also has unused voice lines for unreleased heroes.
You're a pale imitation of something grand. Enough with the wild goose chase. You're very quaint, sir. Please stand away. What shall I call this one then? Your philosophy intrigues me, small one. I'm in the market for a new one.
And that's it for this video, guys. So what do you guys think about these interactions and Easter eggs? Do you guys also think that she's given a bunch of hints related to the future Dota 2 heroes? Also let me know if I missed out on any other interesting interactions. I would love to know what you guys have in mind. And with that said, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.